What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and today we have the Teslaunch Model Y Juniper rear seat fridge. This guy right here. This is installed underneath your rear screen for the Model Y Juniper. And behind me, I got a few things that I found that will fit in this fridge. This fridge has a temperature range of 5 Celsius to 15 Celsius if you're on refrigerator mode. And it also has a heating mode with temperature range from 35 Celsius to 50 Celsius. It is 3.6 liter in volume size. It has a DC 20 volt power, 42 watt max. Now, I did play around with it before installing it, this anchor plug with USB-C cable, because it is powered through the USB-C. While it's plugged in with this, I took some notes, and it began with 24 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 10:42 a.m. Then I checked back on it 40 minutes later, 11:22 a.m. It was 11 Celsius or 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, when I checked up on it, 90 minutes later, 6 degrees Celsius or 43 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the lowest temperature or close to the lowest temperature. So it does take a good amount of time, but keep in mind that this plug is not using its full potential as far as like the power draw and everything, but I just wanted to play with it. I wanted to mention that and share that because I wanted you all to know that when using these car refrigerators, like, they're not gonna cool immediately. You do need to have some time, and they are really for road trips. So it's not like 5 minutes within your road trip you want something cold, you're gonna pull it out of this fridge and expect it to be cold. It doesn't work that way. I mean, you can pre-cool it before you start your trip, because you could plug it into USB and a power plug. You could do that before starting your trip. And that way, it's already cool and you're already cooling your drinks and everything. But if you just start from room temperature and you plug it in and you head on out, like, it's gonna probably take a good 30 minutes at least to not only cool the fridge, but at least start to cool your drinks, not necessarily have your drinks cold or cool. So it might be a good idea to have the drinks that you're gonna be bringing on the trip already in the fridge, your regular fridge, and also pre-cool this. That way there isn't much temperature change between, moving it from your big fridge to this little fridge, if you want that. Otherwise, it's a road trip. Expect about an hour before your drinks become cool. All right, so with that said, here is the fridge itself. There is a USB-C port here. This is how you open the fridge. So it's not really that big. You have your touch capacitive controls here, your fridge mode, heating mode, and then you control the temperature up here, minus and plus. You can set the temperature to be Fahrenheit. Now underneath there is like 2 legs or feet, and there is a fan right there. There are also vents on the side. But yeah, I mean, it's really really self-explanatory, real simple to use, real simple to install. So it isn't like a permanent install. So a great thing about it is you can take it out of the car and bring it with you. I am planning on bringing this to SEMA, and more than likely I'll be bringing it to the hotel room. It's nice and compact, because more than likely my hotel room will not have a fridge accessible to me unless I pay extra. Now it does come with this bracket, 2 screws, and your USB-C. You are gonna lose a USB-C port in the second row seat. So I have a couple of drinks and items that I plan to be using the fridge for, and I also want to show you because it's not that big. Now this does come with a removable shelf, but it doesn't really matter. You're not gonna get that much more room if you remove it. It's like a square, so it's gonna be the same thing, but let's go ahead and put that in there. And I'm gonna show you that we have these 2 cans right here, 12 are these 12 ounces? I think they're 12 ounces, just regular cans, but you put them in there Now you could fit 2 that way and you could fit 2 this way. It doesn't really matter. And same thing right up top. You could only fit 2 cans. If you have kids with you and they got the juice boxes, I got one here. You could fit probably 4 if you go this way, more 3 or 4. I also got some Yakult. Look at that. You could probably fit a ton of these in here. Probably standing up. Nope, can't do it standing up, so they got to be lying down. So I do have insulin, and I could just remove it from the packaging and just have the actual injections in there, because the box ain't gonna fit. So it's probably a good idea to just remove it and just put it in there. They also have these smaller cans now, 7.5 ounces. You can fit a couple in here, maybe just 2, I guess. Also 2. Yeah, you can't even stack them on top of each other. Maybe 3, maybe 3. But you're probably gonna have to remove that shelf. If you like Capri Suns, well, you could put Capri Suns in here. What you cannot fit are these water bottles. Can't fit that in there, unfortunately. Even standing up, you can't fit it in there. And you can fit bottles. You cannot fit bottles. So they are just too big. Doesn't fit. All right, so what you're gonna do is there is a like a separator right underneath the screen. That's where you pretty much just put the bracket in. All right, so next you just slide this in. On each side right here, there are holes where you're gonna put the screws in into the bracket. There is a little notch up here that will go right underneath this right here, just to keep it in place as well. Probably would be a great idea to move your front seats forward just so that you can access the screw holes like right here on the side and secure it. Okay, it comes with these USB connector where it fits perfectly right there. All right, so we have it turned on and there is some fan noise. So I'm going to put the microphone towards the bottom of where the fan is, just to get you an idea. So it's not that loud. I mean, we're not moving, the car isn't moving. So I'm sure with additional road noise or little road noise, because Model Ys are pretty quiet inside, you're not going to really notice it. If you're curious about whether or not you still have room for the person in the middle of your second row, I mean, you do lose a little bit of room. You could no longer put like your foot underneath like here, because you lose that space. You can't really slide your shoe under here. Yeah, you can't really put your feet or shoes under here anymore, so you're gonna have to be like right here. But that's if someone is sitting in the middle of your second row. Kids probably won't have any issues, but then they're gonna probably be kicking the fridge, those darn kids. Yeah, you're gonna lose a little bit of space. Ideas of improvement is, I really don't like touch capacitive buttons. I didn't like it in our Model X at all. I dislike it very much, and these are touch capacitive. I mean, it does what it needs it to do. I just like physical buttons. But yeah, that's my only complaint on this fridge. Other than that, I mean, as far as the time it takes to cool down and everything, again, if you prepare for it, it's just like having an electric car. If you prepare for it, then it's not going to be a surprise. So, but yeah, I think this is a nice little fridge. So just keep that in mind. If you can use it, like I can put my insulin there, I could put, you know, a couple of drinks. And yeah, just note the things that you could put in there. I think it's a really great fridge. USB-C powered. It's not like a permanent install or not difficult to remove, so you could bring it with you. Let's say you go to the beach, you have a portable battery, I mean, it doesn't take up a lot of power. At like 42 watts is the max it'll pull, so that's not really that much power, but it is limited in what it can do as far as maybe how long it takes to cool down. But it's very portable, so I like that. And also just keep in mind of the size. Other than that, I think it's a really nice fridge to bring on short road trips, or like for instance, I'm gonna be going to SEMA by myself and I don't really need to bring that many drinks, so and I could bring my insulin with me. So I think that's a really cool thing to have. Now keep in mind, when you are on road trips and you gotta go and charge, make sure you keep the accessory power on. It is an option in more recent updates. That option is available because when you leave your car and you park, it will turn off the USB-C port. If you're not going to be gone too long, then you're fine. I mean, it's going to stay cool. But if you are going to be gone for a while, or maybe an hour or so, and you just want to keep the temperatures at a certain value, then it's a good idea to keep the accessory power on. And also on the flip side, if you are going to be parking overnight and you're going to leave that thing in there and you don't want it running, make sure that the accessory power is off, or you could just unplug the USB-C. Also, you do lose one USB-C port if that's something that's important to you. Just keep that in mind. I really wish Tesla would add outlets to Model 3, Model Y, Model S, and Model X. The Cybertruck is the only Tesla at time of recording that has an actual outlet. But yeah, that's it. So go in the comments, let me know what you think. What would you put in there? And check out the video description for the product link and possible discounts. Thank you again to Teslaunch for sending this product out so I could check it out and share with you all. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.